Hi everyone! This is a video to help new VTubers get started with OBS. I hope it's gonna help you. So to start our journey with OBS, you will first find OBS on internet. So to download it, go to your favorite search engine and type OBS Studio. There you can select the first link, which is obsproject.com, and it's gonna immediately propose you different downloads depending on your platform. Here I'm using Windows, so I'm gonna download the Windows version of OBS Studio. After pressing the button, it's gonna simply download in your computer, and then just press the exe file to install OBS Studio. Press the next button during the setup. Once you are done installing OBS, you can launch it by double-clicking in the OBS 64.exe file. Here we go. We now have OBS. The first time you are gonna launch OBS, you're probably gonna be met with a configuration wizard. If it does not open in your first launch, you can find it under Tools, Auto Configuration Wizard. Since we are gonna be streaming, we're gonna select the Optimize for Streaming and Recording is secondary option. Then simply click Next. Then you choose your favorite resolution. My screen is at 1080p, so I will select 1080p. For the FPS we leave it as is, which is 60 or 30, but prefer 60 when possible. Then we click Next, and here you will be able to connect to your favorite streaming service. I'm using Twitch as my main service, so you can go ahead and select Twitch and click on Connect Account. If you are streaming on YouTube, you can also select YouTube as your main service. If you desire to multi-stream, for example, to stream both on Twitch and YouTube, I'm gonna make a video for that later, but for now, we can simply select Twitch as our main service. You click on Connect Account, and it's simply gonna require you to connect through your internet browser. Then you enter your username, password, and you securely log into your account. This is only gonna be required on the first setup of your OBS Studio. You leave everything default, and you click on Next. And that's gonna automatically detect the best streaming settings for you. It is gonna test your bandwidth and your computer performance. Once it's done, it's gonna show you the settings detected. Simply press Apply Settings. And here you go. Your OBS is configured. You can immediately start streaming if you want at this point by clicking the Start Streaming button. But wait, what are these windows I'm seeing? This is the chat window that is gonna pop up automatically once you connect to Twitch. These are called docks. Docks are windows you can open and close whenever you want and move around in your layout. And we're gonna take the chat and put it on the right of our screen. To be able to reach the buttons inside, you may need to resize the window. Here we go, we make it bigger and we click Reject Cookies. Same thing with the Stream Information window. You can put it wherever you want and resize it to access the buttons. And here you go, you have your Twitch Stream Information and Twitch chat right here. We can test it by sending a message immediately on your chat. Test message. Then you can access all the other features you have on Twitch chat. Just like on Twitch, you can change your stream information directly in OBS too. You can change titles, tags, notification. You can also move around docs below. You can move them around however you like to make it most comfortable for you to use. Now I'm gonna try configuring the base settings of OBS for you to be able to stream efficiently. So I'm gonna open settings by going into the control panel and just press settings in the general tab. You don't really have to change anything. But as a quality of life improvement, you can select import a box, which is gonna search non-location for scene collection when importing. If for example you move your project files on your computer, this is gonna make it look automatically in known folders, so you won't have to import them manually. You click Apply to confirm settings, then in the Appearance tab, you can choose the different theme of OBS. Here we only have the default theme Yummy installed, but you can choose a different style if you want. For now we are gonna leave it default. Next, let's switch to the Stream tab. This is where your main streaming platform is configured. Here you can see we are using Twitch, but of course if you are using YouTube, this is gonna show YouTube. On this page you can leave everything by default. Let's go to the next tab, Output. Here, bear with me, this is gonna be the most complex tab of the setup, which is gonna determine your stream quality, video quality, and basically what your viewers are gonna see when you're streaming. Don't worry, it's not as complicated as it looks. In output mode, we are gonna say in simple. There's an advanced mode, but we do not need that. For the video bitrate, you can stay at your recommended bitrate, which OBS set during the auto configuration wizard. I do recommend leaving the bitrate between 5000 and 6000. A higher bitrate is gonna mean a better video quality, but also more resource heavy, which means you will need a more powerful computer and a better internet connection. Make sure to not go over 6000 as this is Twitch's official limit. For the audio bitrate, you can put it at 320 to have the best audio quality. For the video encoder, you can leave the default hardware video encoder, which is basically going to use your GPU. For the encoder preset, you are presented with different settings. This might be important for you. If you see that your computer is struggling to render videos, you might want to select faster. For example, if we would select faster or fastest, this would make rendering the video easier for OBS and use less resource on our computer. But it's gonna reduce the quality of the video. I usually stream on fast quality, P3, to have a balance between quality and resource. If you have a very high-end computer, you can leave it on slow. If you have a potato, maybe you need fastest. But play around with those. Do not sacrifice quality if it's not needed. For the audio encoder, we are gonna leave it to default. And that's it for your streaming settings. Now we are on the recording settings, which is only gonna be used if you desire to record videos while you stream. If you want to record videos, select the recording path. For the recording quality, to save resource while recording and streaming at the same time, be sure to set the recording quality to the same as the stream. Leave the recording format as MKV, as this is gonna allow your videos to not be corrupted if the software suddenly crash. Leave the other field as default and press apply to confirm your settings. Next, let's switch to the audio tab. In this page, as the name suggests, we are gonna set up our audio settings. First, make sure that the sample rate is set to 48 kHz and the channels are stereo. Next, we are going to set up our default audio device for OBS. As we are VTubers and privacy is important to us, I would suggest setting everything at disabled. Editing clicks here. Make sure to set the first desktop audio field as disabled too, as I forgot to do while recording the first video. Thank you. Except of the microphone. For the microphone, select your desired microphone device. And that's it, you're done with your audio settings. Next, let's switch to the video tab. In this tab, you can change the resolution of OBS and video output, as well as the FPS. In here, you might not have to change anything. If you are using a resolution higher than 1080p for your canvas, make sure to set the output resolution to 1080p maximum. If you do set an output resolution lower than your canvas resolution, you should be using the Lanxess downscale filter. If these are your settings, just leave them like that. For hotkeys, accessibility, and advanced, we can leave everything as default. So simply press apply and OK to close the window. And that's it, we are done configuring OBS. You can now press start streaming and start streaming as a VTuber. And that's it for the introduction to OBS. I hope the video was helpful to you. If you have any question, feel free to leave a comment. And I hope I did alright, cause this is my very first YouTube video. Goodbye! Also, catch me live on Twitch.